Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 23 of Tomb World Survival. I'm going to skip over the goal screen because I don't feel very good about myself having not made more progress with the goals, but part of that is because I keep having family members drop from the sky and I'm having to do miraculous saves. So one of the things I had in mind was to give Kazumi the heater and to leave this door open so the meals don't freeze, and I think that's going to work for me. I'll have to double check. Yeah, so she'll stay warm and in a lit environment, which will improve her mood, and yeah, hopefully that will be good. Let's see, patio I'm not really using anymore, so I'm going to get rid of. Production, fermenting barrel. I'm going to put another one in the kitchen so we can get through some of the fermented stuff. I have enough psychoid tea, so I'm going to start doing cotton so that when aggro is done, he can make some nice clothing for us. Another thing I wanted to do is furniture. I'm going to do a steel shelf or two, and then steel traps. So I'm installing steel traps. I'm not actually going to leave them there, but I want to have them constructed so that if I need them, I have them. Oh, a tribes person coming to attack me. That's cute. Yep, so it is indeed staying nice and cold here, and in her room it's warm, so she'll have the benefit and we won't lose the meals. Jane's mood is a little low. Alright. Well, as long as it doesn't dip any lower, we're good. Now, starting to install those traps. So the shelves are going to be... Oh, beginning assault. The shelves are going to be to store the traps around the base in opportune places so that I can... oh, come on. There we go. Oh, wow. Hello. Turret accuracy rolled a natural 20 there. What did it do? I don't even know why he died so quick. I shot him in the ribcage a bunch, the sternum. Let's check the log. He died from damage to the left ear. Well, I'm not going to complain, because God, it benefited me, but whatever. So Stormy and Tony are still limited radiation, and they're going to be hauling the chunks out of this tunnel here. A masterwork? Oh, really? Seriously? So the issue with this is, of course, if you check the beauty, it doesn't affect anything. So all this does is it is a very expensive shelf that I'm just going to break down and replace because this is worth 88 and the other one's worth like 140, and no one's going to want to buy my stupid shelf, so I just need to make a new one. That's okay. It's only 7 steel wasted, and I have a lot of access to steel. So this one, for instance, is only worth 70 bucks. So what I'm going to do is install shelves around my base. Oops, I didn't mean to put it there. To put these steel traps on it, so that in the case of some sort of emergency, I've got a shelf full of traps, and I can deploy the traps quickly. That's the idea. Alright, so let's go do that. So this shelf is going to be, what is it? Items. No, it is buildings. I almost never tab into this part of the stockpile, because it is not something I tend to... Alright, it's definitely under security, spike trap. Copy that setting. Paste that setting. Now, the reason I'm having them on shelves is so that they don't uglyify the area. So the things that a shelf does is it prevents items from being ugly, and then it also protects it from the elements. So if you, for instance, had a an item outside on a shelf, the item outside on a shelf won't decay because it is being protected. Okay, what are you doing with these simple meals? I greatly admire your enthusiasm, but you made way too many simple meals. What I'll do is temp simple meals, low priority for simple meals. When I make a simple meal, I take it to temp simple meals so that they count. And then, of course, we'll move it closer to the door. All right. Right-o. So Jane's here is working on expanding the base a bit to a potential workshop or another bedroom. I really don't need you going haywire on me, so I'm going to force you to drink some beer and alcohol and not have a mental break. Kazumi, 0.8. Could you just be recruited already? Like, that would be swell. Just do me that solid and have my nightmare over. So checking her meals. Ate an awful meal, but I can't help that. Awful prison cell, can't help that. Ate without a table, I don't have room for a table. Cramped interior, can't help that. Minor pain, well, that's not my problem either. Sensory mechanites, cool. Janes, you now have sensory mechanites. Well, that is somewhat helpful, I guess. It's not all negative. Let's see, we are browning out. Yes, we are. Neat. Nothing like a good brownout. Ruin a day. At least the psychic drone just ended, so Cefalu and Janes won't be going crazy. Oops. I only meant to drop one of them. Redundant power grids is always a good thing. So the traps are being shelved. I will build one more shelf for some additional traps. All right, we've got to be getting pretty close here. Can she stop napping? A raid. Attacking immediately. They're tribespeople. There are 9 of them. And they're traveling from the far end of nowhere. Cool. Alright. Oh, I don't need to move that one. Stormy and Janes. Let's get you into position. Tony, you're a stabber, so I'm not going to worry too much about you. Oh, these guys are fighting the mega spiders. I guess they decided to take the tunnel system. So I actually might not end up having to tangle with them. It also occurs to me that I should start mining north because, you know, I don't even need to mine it. I will just break down this ship chunk. Alright, they're fleeing. That's hilarious. The mega spiders murked them hard. Man, they didn't even really kill any spiders. They were just pure losers. Alright, so let's see. You can go back to what you were doing. Cefalu, I'm going to have him, once he is up, break down that ship chunk there. because we need components badly. Alright, Mr. Seth, instead of making wort, let's have you... I'm going to queue up a move so that you don't get super radiated getting there. But we're going to have you go break down that ship chunk. Alright, there we go. And there's a lot of other materials around that maybe we'll try to harness and harvest as well. Alright, aggro. She is ready. She's putty in your hands. Just recruit her already. Because I don't have the time or patience for you not to. Alright, back to limited radiation. And I am going to do the caravan trick, so I apologize. I know some of you don't like me doing this. And you say that I should use pick up and haul, but that's just not my style. Too heavy. Alright, cool. There we go. Back to limited radiation with all of the goodies from that that loot there. She's 0.3. You can do it, man. I believe in you. Normal shelf. Nice. Paste settings, and we will install it down here. I know I'm not double insulated, but these chem fuel generators... Okay, there we go. Recruitment, I shouldn't use a non-word. Recruitment does not exist in the English dictionary. Recruitment will now commence. Cool. I like that. I've been eagerly awaiting that for a long time. Shirt. Let's see if I can't put that shirt in there. What is this? Apparel? Get her to wear it. Maybe she won't, but at least I'm offering it. Alright, Sifalu, checking your mood. You are indeed moody. Uh-oh. Unrestricted. Let's add this to the home zone. And restricted again. That could have been worse. I was kind of ready for it to be bad. Okay, so that has traps on it. That's good. Gonna make some additional traps, because why not? Alright, no radiation and limited radiation. Actually, limited radiation should include this entire room. Alright, how's my power? My power's fine. There's still quite a lot. I mean, this is the steel I started with. I potted down with this steel. I just haven't really been able to use it. Are you getting eaten? I don't know. Maybe not. They did a pretty good job of doing almost nothing to those spiders, I gotta say. Those spiders totally dominated. So once I have a cook capable of a fine meal, having a renewable source of eggs is going to be nice because I am going to be able to make fine meals with them, which is pretty cool. I want to go home. Just get recruited already. I'm going to temporarily unrestrict. What I'll do is dig a grave, bury the idiot, and then repair the turret. I don't want to have to... If someone is stuck out here, I don't want to have them stuck staring at a corpse when they're trying to repair turrets. And now you're going to be back to being restricted. That didn't cost me much. Oh, gold ore. Very nice. I will absolutely take advantage of that. Once I add it to a zone, then I'm able to move. So we have a lot more marble. No, it's not even a small thing in gold. It's pretty sizable. Cool. I do need to start making marble chunks again. There's no need for that to be closed. Marble blocks. Alright, I want to see the recruitment chance here. Oh, damn! Who needs a recruitment chance when you just recruit? Restrict. Now, if I want to get home, I am 2 pounds overweight. So what can I do? I can ditch a parka. I will ditch this parka. And I'm going to turn off all the things that use power. And I'm getting the hell out of here. I guess we'll bring 3 meals with us. Goodbye. Oh, thank God. Let's land here. Cool. Work. Safalu. I don't want any crappy miners doing any crappy mining because gold is precious. Kazumi, you are going to be limited radiation. Aggro. Limited radiation. Kazumi, I don't have a bedroom for you. This is temporarily going to be your bedroom. I'm going to keep the door closed. So you are a daughter of Safalu and a sister of Tony, a friend of Aggro. You have really crappy legs and feet. Let's see. Gourmand, too smart. Doesn't do dumb labor, but a good cook. Hey, at least you're a good cook. So, bills. Fine meals. Do forever. Then next up, I want to aggro. Let's change this over to aggro. Aggro. And I think I'm going to go with dusters. So what I'm going to do is do until I have, obviously not 10. I'm going to do 2. And let's change them. Drop on the floor, make with aggro. Only allowed ingredients of cloth. Yes, I'm going to make cloth stuff first. So this is the duster. And we're going to do good to legendary and above 90%. Toques. Good to legendary and above 90%. And we're going to make them with wool. That's most bang for the buck. Pants. Good to legendary, above 90%. And cloth. And shirts. Again, good to legendary, 90% or up. And cloth. Good. And that means that we'll have, like, the bare minimum of clothing. Kazumi. You better not be immediately moody. I'd be pissed. Let's see. What can you do? Are you good? You are a... You have a passion for art, but you're not quite as good as Jane's. Okay, you're cooking. That's totally fine. Let's put her back on cooking, because I like good food. She also has the... She is the second highest social. Alright, everyone else, you're off of cooking duty. Oh, there's some meals here. Oh, yeah, you won't haul them, though, so screw you. Tony. Might as well grab the meals. Now my tunnel system should be, yep, it is cleared of all obstructions, so we can move through it more quickly. Agro's working on the clothing. Kazumi, I want you to make the fine meals first, then the simple meals. I don't have the fine meals very efficiently being made, but I don't really care. Alright, and then, of course, this is your bedroom, but only very temporarily. Agro, this is your bedroom. Hey, maybe they'll have a relationship. Well, how old are you? 35? Agro's 31. That might turn into something. I'm not sure. I obviously can't predict the future, but that'd be pretty cool, because it would save me a bedroom. Much the way Stormy and Tony are doing. So right now I have 9 components. What I would want is to start mining out this stuff so that I can actually get a fab bench. And yes, a fab bench would be swell. That was probably the effortful way of going about that, but whatever. I love how there's like 3 things I need to paint everywhere, right? Exotic goods trader passing overhead. Kazumi, you are the new trader default. So they have an leg, a really expensive one. And a cheaper bionic one. We could buy components. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Shock lances and insanity lances also are pretty tempting, as are telescopes. So let's go ahead and I don't. Pods don't break. Trade pods don't break anything. So I'm gonna have her go trade off the stuff we don't need. Healthier negotiator? Nah, I'm not doing that. Sell on my gold. And all I need is 3 components to be able to make the bench. So I won't buy any more than that. I do have tea and beer to sell. I thought I had some statues to sell, but I could be wrong about that. Telescope. And as predicted, it did not break. It's not supposed to break, but it didn't break the ceilings. It's only like attack pods that don't care about your roofing and whatnot. Alright, so let's go and sell some tea. For some extra silver. Alright, so this telescope, I'm going to need to install... I can do it right here. That's perfect. I can use it, interact with it while I'm inside, and I meant to go that way. So let's sell 25 of it. It's not a lot of money, but it'll have to be enough money. Alright, and let's put this back here. I don't really remember where it goes. Yep, alright, I guessed it right. What I need to do is just have dead power like right underneath it. That would make the most sense. And that way I know exactly where to put it in the future. Alright, how are we doing? We still have some components sitting out there. Okay, so now I know exactly where it will go. We hauled those components in. Production, fab bench. There we are. Fabulous. Follow, you better not screw this up. Although at construction 15, I really don't see that that is a possibility. All right, and then of course, let's go with a steel shelf holding steel, because why not? I still need to figure out a bedroom for Kazumi. I'm hoping that a relationship forms. That'd be obviously the best. We're starting to get some of our cloth clothing. As you can see, we're ditching some of the older stuff. We're getting through the queue. So this thing here is going to be for steel. And I'm going to add a limited radiation so we can move that inside. And clear the limited radiation from here. Good. Okay, so Safalu got that silver. I don't think there's anything else I want to buy from them. You know, but it doesn't hurt to check. I'm just going to check with Stormy. Oh, that's unpowered yet. There, it's powered. It should stay powered, actually. That's a big mistake that it was unpowered anyway. Nuturamine is... Yeah, I'm going to buy as much Nuturamine as I can. That way, I'm going to be able to make meds out of it. Okay, you're already doing that. Cool. Kazumi, that means I'm going to have to wake you up. I apologize, but that's just the way it is sometimes. And the remainder of my monies... Oop, wrong way. Or no. There we go. 20? 30. 40? 35? Okay. And this will allow me to make medicine because herbal meds is not good enough to do surgery with. So this is important for cancer management for when we have the cancer. All right. Man, this has been a beneficial episode. And we're out of this. Oh, come on, man. Now you show up? Are you kidding me? Boy, it would have been nice to have all that meat Plus, you know, my steel door was open. That's my fault. Hopefully I have another trade run to do so that I have a reason to go up there. I still haven't actually coded in the fix for the alliance thing. Maybe I'm just a bad coder. That's probably the case. What are we working on? Still shirts. Is anyone... Oh, Kazumi. Yes. Limited no radiation. Jans, you're still super restricted, aren't you? Yes, you are indeed. But what we can start doing is making components do until I have, let's say, 10. Drop on the floor. Make this with aggro. And that will be very, very, very handy. As for furniture, let's also get a beautiful dining room chair there for comfort. And we are very excessively low on steel because I've been using a lot of it for traps and whatnot. So let's get our steel back up. I'm going to take a moment and do some painting. Truth be told, I could probably just paint pretty much the whole mountain, but I'd like to control where they can go tightly. Because that's what I'm like. So while I have the time rolling, I'll just keep painting the walls. The really important thing is I don't want to have islands. If you have islands, meaning if you have if you have one contiguous zone, one zone that doesn't have any breaks in it, they will not path away from your zone. If you have islands, that could happen. So for instance, if I destroyed this path here, someone could interpret going to this zone from this door as valid, which is very bad because then you're walking outside for a very, very long time and oof, that will hurt. You can't have little islands like this because that doesn't, you know, no one's going to path there on purpose unless they're repairing the beacon or whatever. But to avoid radiation, you really want one massive contiguous zone like I have. And with that explanation, that's about all the time I have. If you have any feedback for me, questions of any type, drop me a line. As I said, this was pre-recorded and I'm in transit moving, so I might not be able to get a quick response to you, but as soon as I'm back, we'll go ahead and vote on new goals and get that stupid ancient danger finally addressed. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.